I mean, if we actually physically switched lives like Freaky Friday style, I mean, I would like see. Hey guys, it's Molly here again for another video, and I have my blue-haired friend here with me, and it's not my mom.
Hey, killer bees.
Yeah. Wait, what are your Niki fans called?
Blue babes.
Blue babes.
Yes.
I love that. That's so cheesy. Okay, well, welcome, blue babes. I just did a video over on Niki's channel, or if you're my mom, over on Gabby's channel.
Mom keeps calling me Gabby accidentally.
Okay. When Grace Helbig was here, she called her Katie the whole time. It's so funny. She just always gets names wrong. My ex-boyfriend was Mark for years, even though his name was Matt. But we just did a truth about over on her channel, and we're gonna continue with the honesty train. We asked you guys on our Twitters and Instagrams to send us in your honest questions. Niki has screenshot a ton, so she knows what they are. I don't. I would like to take note that she's my new best friend because you guys came at 2 o'clock, and what time is it? It's 9:45 at night, and they came at 2 p.m.
And all we really had to do was film my truth about and her video, but we ended up talking, hanging out, having dinner, everything.
It's just been like a whole day. We literally became, like, you walked in the door and you were my best friend.
I feel like I knew you I know, it's so
like,
weird.
We've just known each other forever. It's hysterical. And we're like the warm-toned and cool-toned versions of each other. We have so many video ideas planned, you guys. You're gonna be shook. What's our ship name?
Oh, I thought
Nolly?
Malicky.
Malicky.
Mickey?
Oh, Mickey's
Mickey,
cute.
you're so fun. You're so fun. Nolly.
I like Nolly. You guys let us know what our ship name is, because our friendship needs a ship name.
Nate said he never met someone that talks just as loud as me.
Everyone's always telling me to be quiet. They're like, the volume doesn't need to be up here. I'm like, I don't even notice.
I'm just so
That's
excited.
why we both have had nodules, because we just like talk so loud. Just saying before this, like, we're not like YouTube friends. Like, even if we weren't YouTubers, we would be friends because we're like so freaking the same. It's weird. Okay, now we actually have to get into the questions, and I wonder how similar our answers to the questions will be. This is like a super honest, real, raw Q&A. We're sticking with the truth about theme. We're getting real.
For Molly, doesn't it annoy you when YouTubers title their videos, My Blind Friend, or A Blind Girl, instead of using your name?
It's funny, I think it annoys my followers more than it annoys me. So I made a video about this, and if you haven't seen it, I'll link it below. But in that video I said, like, thank you for, like, as somebody who was bullied for years and nobody stood up for me, it's cool that so many people care enough to stand up for me, but at the same time, like, you don't need to, you know?
Did it become a fashion to collab with a blind girl being a YouTuber, or you actually like Molly, question mark? No offense to Molly, I love her, Purple Heart. I honestly hate that I'm so late on this collab train, because I feel like with or without your collabs you've been doing, if I would have watched your videos sooner, I would have been just as excited, regardless if you were blind or not, because I feel like I vibe with your personality.
Yeah.
I literally said in the beginning of my Truth About video before I met you that this was the most excited I ever was to collab with somebody, because this is the first experience I've had where I watched somebody before I met them and I was excited.
In this idea of like people collaborating with me because it's like trendy or something, most of the people I collaborate with, like, I meet at events and we genuinely become friends. None of it's been really like, oh, my manager will put you in touch with your, it's not like a business thing.
No, Molly's turned down collabs.
Yeah, I have like said no to like really big creators because I haven't felt like they're the right fit for me or that we genuinely get along. The people that I collaborate with, I would like to believe genuinely like my content, and I know I genuinely like theirs.
So the next question is, in both of your careers, what would you change as you were just starting to be discovered? I was confused at this wording, but I think they're asking, in the beginning of our careers, what would we change?
I made one video that just like, it was just stupid drama that like,
Feeding into drama?
No, I made a video about like an experience on like anti-bullying day. I like shared a story of me being bullied when I was 8 in the hopes of like helping other people dealing with bullying, and then like the family of the girl who bullied me saw it and got like super upset and like
did you say names?
No, and this is so funny, they tried to say it was like fake and didn't happen, and I was like, but I never said your name, so how would it be fake? Like, how would you know yourself in the story? So anyways, it just like made this huge drama, and like it was, and my channel had like 12,000 subscribers. Like, it wasn't big, you know? So it was like, calm down. And that's like the only thing I wish didn't happen, because it really created like unnecessary drama in my personal life.
I feel like in the beginning of my career, I don't regret starting it with my sister, because like I love that I'm going through it with somebody. I guess I just wish I would have started my vlog channel earlier, and I wish I would have gotten into my separate channel earlier. because I never let myself explore that option because for some reason I thought I was tied as a twin to YouTube. And it's like, it wasn't until recently I believed I could do it alone too.
And your content on your own is so good. Like, if you haven't seen her solo channel, you guys need to check it out. All her stuff will be linked below.
Oh, thanks, doll. Okay, next question. Oh, what's your Starbucks order? Oh my god, mine changes, but I like anything vanilla. In the morning, vanilla iced latte with coconut milk.
I'm really trying to get into coconut because I order soy and I know it's not good for you, but I just have never liked the taste of coconut milk, but I'm really trying to get into it. But I usually, like, if I don't know what to get and I need a little bit of caffeine, I'll do like a soy green tea latte, extra hot, no foam. I know,
I hate
super
foam.
Obnoxious. I hate foam.
Extra hot, no foam. Oh, this is for me. This is the one we were laughing at early.
Oh my god, she read me this one. I have a story about this.
If you weren't with Nate, would you ever consider dating a girl because you and Jessie Page would be super adorable together? One, Jessie Page is literally my little sister, so thinking of dating your little sister makes me throw up in the back of my mouth a little bit. And number two, I believe when people fall for each other, it's a connection. It's established. The damage is done. Whether it's a girl, guy, transgender, when you connect with someone, you connect, and there's no going back and taking back feelings. So if I happen to connect with a girl, which I don't know, I'm like a hippie, like I believe
Love is love.
Love is love. Like, I've never experienced that, and I'm so in love with my boyfriend.
I like so understand the love is love thing, but that being said, I'm not sexually attracted to women. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, I understand the argument of, like, love is love, but I'm just not sexually attracted. So, like, that would be my struggle in a relationship. Although, like literally 95% of my friends are lesbians. And so people always, like, just assume I'm a lesbian. Like, I'm 24, I've been to 3 lesbian weddings. People are always, like, my family is always like, I mean, you've been single for 3 years, you would accept
That's the worst.
My grandma asked my mom if I was a lesbian, and she was like,
I've been asked that in high school by my not gonna out my grandparents, but, like, all my 2 sisters always had boyfriends, and I was just super independent. I just didn't care, and every time I would have family gatherings, they would, like, hint at, like, hey, Nikki, like, are you talking to a boy? Like, do you want a boyfriend? Like, what's going on? And I'm like, I'm not gay!
I literally, like, she, like, asked mom, she's like, I just want Molly to know that, like, if she were, we would support her as a family. Like, it was really sweet. Mom's like, I mean, I don't think so.
At least you gotta support a family.
I know, even my parents always still joke, they're like, you sure you're on lesbian? Because you got a lot of lesbians in your life for a straight girl. It's always been a joke with my friends and I, like, they all had to come out as gay and I had to come out as straight.
Why do people have to come out as gay if straight people don't have to come out as straight? Next question. What's the best advice you can give to girls suffering from an eating disorder and don't know what to do? Nikki. And what's the best advice you can give for girls struggling with confidence? Molly.
Okay, you go first.
Okay, my advice if you have an eating disorder is you probably 85% of you don't know you have one. A lot of people with eating disorders don't realize it's a problem until they start, one, recovering, or until they start having, like, health issues, like losing your period, losing your hair. My advice to you guys if you're going through it is be honest with yourself. I feel like deep down when you're going through it, deep down you kind of know, and it's being aware with yourself and saving yourself. Like, you're in your own way. You're not just gonna get better unless you want to make sure you get better. Because there's a point when during my eating disorder where I didn't want to get better. I just wanted to stay that way forever. And it's like you
got comfortable in it.
Yeah, you get comfortable in it. It's like it becomes your safety blanket, like how you look. It's such a false sense of happiness. The most miserable time in my life was when I was my skinniest in my life. And what does that say? I think you just have to be self-aware and you have to pick yourself up because no one else is going to do it for you. Deep down, you know it's a problem. If you have that slightest inclination, help yourself. Talk to somebody. Watch YouTube videos about it. Watching YouTube videos about people recovering helped me come to my senses.
I would say if you're struggling with self-confidence, the biggest thing I can say, and we talked about this a bit in the video we did on your channel, is like stop looking for the approval of others and start looking for the approval of yourself. Like, live life to please you, not to please those around you. Do what you like and enjoy, because then even if nobody else likes you, you'll love yourself. And then the relationships you do form are going to be so much more genuine because those people actually know who you are, not this like synthetic version of what you're presenting to the world.
How do you deal with hate? P.S. I love you so much. Love you too, boo.
The hate I get is either like, she's making blind, which is just like eye roll. And the other hate is just like, she talks too loud. She's like obnoxious.
Wow.
But like,
We have the same type of hate.
Yeah.
Minus the blind.
You get accused of faking blind too, could you imagine?
Yeah, no, I get accused of trying to steal the spotlight.
Yeah.
In my video.
I just get like, she talks too much, or like she's too loud.
Hey, it's Gabby Channel 2, sit down. It's so interesting making a video with someone that wants to talk as much as I do, because normally Gabby just sits to the back and doesn't mind it, so it's like, in a weird way, I run the show without trying.
I'm not trying to like be overtaking or obnoxious. It's like,
just how
I'm just excited.
Yeah.
Like, I'm genuinely excited, and I think the one I got it the most on was my Shane video on my channel where we were testing our senses, but the mic was super off, so it was really peaking. And so that like contributed to how shrill my voice sounds, because a female voice, a higher pitched voice, is gonna peak more than a masculine male voice. So Shane's voice wasn't peaking, but mine was. So it was making my voice sound really shrill. So, but it was just the audio was off. Like the mic was on the wrong setting and we were in an echoey room. So that contributed to it. And I was like filming with my all-time favorite YouTuber. So I was like super excited, and I like, it was a like hour 8 of filming, so you're like running on adrenaline and fumes, and I just got my period that day, like in the middle of the shoot, so I was like, my stomach was swollen and bloated, and I was feeling like hormonal, so it was just like a lot of things contributing to me being like, ah! in the video, and like coming off of this really like, bleh.
I feel like with hate, it's like, you can't let the good comments define you, because then the bad ones will. It's like, you have to live and do you.
It's good to read comments because we make this stuff in part for us because we enjoy it, but also, for you because we want you to enjoy it. And so it's important to always read your comments. What I always try to like share with people is it's important to be honest, but pick your words carefully. It does hurt, you know, for sure. I can't be like, oh, it just doesn't even faze me, because it does.
Yeah. Especially when they call you out on stuff that you hope no one else sees.
I will admit, like, I'm still insecure about, like, how bottom heavy I am, like, my thighs. And when people see full, like, bathing suit shots on Instagram or something, and they're like, wow, Molly's so much thicker than I thought she was. Or, like, it, like, hurts, because that's something that I'm self-conscious about. I'm the heaviest I've ever been in my life. But I'm the biggest I've ever been, you know? So it's not even, like, I know that I'm not big, but I'm the biggest I've ever been. Because I've always been a 00. And even at a 00, I have hips, because that's literally my bone structure. So it like that's like, it's hard to deal with, and I think people need to like remember, like, even when somebody called me skinny and somebody was like, you shouldn't ever comment on somebody's body, because like you don't know how it makes them feel.
I got the comments when I lost a lot of weight, like people commenting, oh my god, she looks so good, what are you doing? Make a weight loss video.
But that only increases
I was sick.
Problems. Yeah.
I was going through something, and the fact that like people were like, oh my god, like you're looking so good, like what's your secret? It's like, I don't eat.
I think it's really important to remember that like a lot of us do still read our comments no matter how big our channels get, and a lot of us, like, we're humans, and you can't let it define you, but it also definitely does like hurt you, especially on days when you're already down.
Do you guys get anxious meeting new people? Yes. I get worried I won't meet their expectations. I'm really hard on myself, and I feel like I get scared that people will, one, I've been told so many times my personality is annoying and that I'm dramatic. But when people say I'm dramatic, I used to take it to heart, but now I've learned I'm Italian, I'm Cuban. Both.
You're passionate.
I'm passionate. I'm passionately angry. I'm passionately sad. I feel emotions like times 50. I'm a very emotional person. So I don't take dramatic as an insult anymore, because it's just a characteristic. For some reason, everybody thinks I'm so tough on social media. Like, I get so many comments like, dear God, like, Nikki, you are my inspiration, like, you've saved me, and it's like, that's a lot. Like, I'm so grateful that I can do that to somebody, but it's like, how comes I can make people feel so strong and then I can't feel strong for myself?
I don't really get anxious when I meet people. Like, I'm an extrovert, and I live with anxiety, but my anxiety isn't social anxiety. So I don't have social anxiety, I have like generalized anxiety. So I get anxious about random things, but it's not social related. I love meeting new people, I love going to parties. I don't like environments that are super loud, because then I can't see or hear, and that's scary for me. Like, I get stressed.
Airports?
No, airports are fine, like parties, like nightclubs, bars, or like really stressful environments, like big parties where they're blasting music, like I don't like that. If people don't know I'm blind, and I don't have a friend or family member with me that I'm comfortable with and that knows I'm blind, I'm not anxious, but I'm more quiet until I have my opportunity to like share it with people and let them know, because I feel like other people are often uncomfortable around me. A, when they don't know I'm blind and I'm like doing something weird, or B, if they know I'm blind but like don't know me yet, because they're like, oh, is she uncomfortable with it? Is she weird? Is she awkward about it? So I feel like I'm not awkward, or I'm not like anxious, but I'm more quiet and shy until I can like let people around me know like I'm blind and it's cool. By the way, this is a pillow. In case anybody's wondering like what's on my lap that I'm just like snuggling. It's my new pillow from Mr. Kate.
Okay, what's the biggest struggle of having a joint channel with Gabby? The biggest struggle of having a joint channel with Gabby is that I'm living in LA and she's living in Pennsylvania. Just to be together to film a video, we have to fly around the U.S.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, we just gotta fly around.
It's like a long flight.
It's like a long distance relationship, a long working distance relationship. Does having colored hair make you feel more confident, or was it intimidating at first to stand out when out in public? Love y'all. And they put like the hearts that match our hair.
I've had like brightly colored hair since I was, I mean like the 7 years that I had long brown dark hair is like the only 7 years of my life since I was 8 that I hadn't been dyeing my hair. I started dyeing my hair at 8. I've always had funky colored hair. And for me, it makes me feel more confident because it makes me feel like I'm expressing who I really am.
I feel like people know what they're getting involved with or who we really are before they even talk to us. Because it's like you have to have some type of personality to have this kind of hair.
I feel like people are seeing the real me now. Like I feel like for 7 years while I was growing my hair to donate, I couldn't dye it because I was going to donate it. Over those 7 years, I felt so stifled creatively because I couldn't change my hair and like show an outward expression of how like rainbow my soul is, you know?
Oh, that is such a good answer.
Okay, next question.
What has been your favorite collab you've done?
I know, we've both done a lot of collabs.
This one. I made a friend today.
I know, this was so awesome. It's actually been hard to like film a video because we've been having so much fun off camera. My 2 other favorites were Shane Dawson because he's been my favorite YouTuber for actually ever. Yeah. So that was just like a dream of mine to work with him. And then Casey Neistat because I collabed with him.
I'm still jealous.
When he had 8 million and I had 67,000, and he doesn't do collaborations. And it was just one of those things where he did it because he really believed in me. And to have a giant YouTuber like Casey Neistat who's so successful when you have like no followers, be like, I believe in you enough to like dedicate a whole 2 videos to you. Like 1 for your channel, 1 for mine, which is something he doesn't do with anybody really. So for him to do it with such a small YouTuber, like it was really exciting at a time when I was struggling to grow, feeling like, is this what I'm meant to be doing? For somebody like him to come to me and be like, yeah, this is what you're meant to be doing. Like you just need exposure and I'm gonna help you.
Oh my goodness, I've been waiting for this collab. Question for both of you. Sorry, I'm like, why am I reading so weird today?
Question for both of you. You're like my voiceover on my phone.
What is the best decision you have made so far in your life?
Oh my god.
Question just for Nikki. Do you know the difference between service dogs and ESA? Question for Molly. Have you ever run into fake service dogs? The first question for both of us was, what is the best decision you've made so far in life?
Move to LA. I'm really happy with my move to LA because it's allowed me to live the life I want, not the life I was born into. Not that the life I was born into was bad. I have loving parents. I grew up in a beautiful town. In that sense, it was good, but like I have a lot of history in my hometown. I struggled with bullying. I was depressed. I went blind there. Like I needed to start fresh and live my life. In these like 7-8 months that I've lived in LA, I've become more myself than ever. I've made the most genuine friends.
My best decision was making my channel because Gabby and I were in high school, senior year. We had our channel. We weren't trying to pursue a career at all, and then people would find our videos and like play them in classes and everyone would laugh at them, and I just remembered there were points where I was so tempted to private everything, but I just kept pushing through. Yeah. If I would have listened to the bullies, I wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't be sitting with Molly in this room as a YouTuber
surrounded
with Molly.
By stuffies.
I wouldn't be here, and it's like you can't feed into people that are hating because odds are they're hating because they see something in you that they don't have. So it's like my best decision was not feeding in, not giving into the hate. Yeah.
Okay, do you know the difference between service dogs and ESAs?
Okay, I'm gonna guess. Service dogs are for people with disabilities that need guidance, and ESA is for like on airplanes people that like need anxiety dogs.
Yeah, I mean the biggest problem is a lot of I need to do a whole video on fake service dogs. I've been meaning to do it for literally over a year, but like I feel like it's going to be so controversial because I have so many followers that use service dogs of some type. Not that I'm saying any of them have fake service dogs, but I just don't know. ESAs are emotional support animals. The biggest problem with that is a lot of people try to pass their ESAs off as service dogs. So they'll put a service dog vest on it when it should not be wearing one, and they'll bring it places where legally it doesn't have the rights to be. And that's super frustrating because ESAs are just family pets that give you emotional support, and they're allowed legally on airplanes and in buildings that don't allow pets. So like if you lived in an apartment building that didn't allow pets, you could have your ESA there if you had the right documentation. But that's it. But these people will put a service dog vest on it and bring it to restaurants and shopping malls, and the dog isn't trained. My dog went through 2 years and $40,000 of specialized training. I need him. I can't function without him. Every time I'm at an airport now, at least one airport staff or like airplane staff says, oh my god, a real service dog, it like actually behaves. And I'm like, I know! They're like, we see like 6 to 8 fake ones a day. The damage that fake service dogs cause to real service dog users is unbelievable, and I need to do a whole video on how damaging it is so that people who maybe do use fake service dogs can actually understand the damage they're causing.
If you had to switch lives, what would be the first thing you would do?
We might just switch lives.
We might. What do you guys think?
Comment down below, do you want to see us switch lives?
We're kind of the same size, so we could even fit in each other's clothes.
We can like switch each other's clothes for a week, switch each other's lives.
And, oh my god.
Give it a thumbs up if you want to see us switch lives / wardrobes for a week. I mean, if we actually physically switch lives like Freaky Friday style, I mean, I would like see.
Yeah, and
that would be pretty cool
I wouldn't see. I would stare into a light, and I want to see the color, like the thing.
See glitter.
Yeah.
Glitter. So satisfying.
I'm going blind, and I just wanted to know how to cope because my dream is to be a racer. Please, how did you get through, Molly?
I don't know what kind of racer you want to be, but I mean, Paralympics, there's a lot. I have so many blind friends and disabled friends who are incredible athletes and have continued to pursue their dreams of being like a pro athlete. So definitely the first thing I would say is like, don't give up on your dream. My dream was to work in entertainment business, and that's what I do. The biggest thing is like, don't give up on what you want to do in life, because you can still achieve that. You just achieve it in a different way, but it doesn't mean it's any less meaningful. The biggest thing I can say is like, let yourself grieve, let yourself feel pain, let yourself be angry, cry about it, like get that all out, realize that you can't live like that forever and you need to pick yourself back up. Go on the journey of healing, and it's an up and down journey. Like it's always forever moving and changing, but like you have to go on that journey of acceptance and recovery. You will get there. I wish I could just give you a hug and tell you everything's gonna be okay, but it's not gonna be easy, it's not gonna be quick, but like believe me, when you get to the other side, life is so good. The way I look at it now is like, if I have to be blind, I'm in the best time period to be blind. Because the world is accessible, the world is our oyster now. And it wasn't like, I mean, 20 years ago, 30, 40 years ago, we would have been segregated into homes for people with disabilities. We wouldn't have been given opportunities, and they weren't given educations, they weren't given opportunities. We wouldn't have had access to technology.
How's that fair?
Exactly. So the way I look at it is like, I could have been blind 40 years ago, or I could be blind now.
The last question I have is a little, I mean, we could answer it, but it's like, what's the hardest, most vulnerable situation you've been in?
Oh my god, I mean,
our experience has shaped us 100% though.
We've both been through a lot of similar things like mental illness, bullying. Like we both lived through a lot of similar struggles. I know, like I said to you earlier, I would never change it, because as hard as it was, and as much as I would never wish it on anyone else, and as much as I hope I never have to go through anything as hard again, it made me the strong, confident, passionate person I am, and it gave me a life of purpose.
I like that you said that. I feel like when you go through something really hard, you become passionate. Just as much as happiness isn't permanent, pain isn't permanent. Life is always going through phases. I don't want to pin out a certain vulnerable time, because like I said, life, it just goes in phases. There's been multiple vulnerable times, and there's also been multiple amazing times, and it's like you just gotta enjoy it.
When you've overcome one doesn't mean you're not gonna struggle again. In a way, a blessing that mental illness gives you, it allows you to fully appreciate and enjoy the good times, because you know how bad it can get and you don't know when they're gonna come again. Just live for those good times and work on yourself always.
Pain makes you feel like you're the only person going through it.
And that's what's so cool about YouTube. Yeah. Because when we share our vulnerabilities and we share our pain and we talk about those things we went through, you realize you're not alone. And that's like, for me, nobody was doing that in 2008. Like, that wasn't popular, to be vulnerable and open. All right. Love yourself, guys. I talk real open on yours. So I was like, we're going to give you a taste of your own medicine and bring you on this channel and do the same. So this was so fun. Yeah. You're my new BFF in LA.
I know. You better text me when I leave.
Oh, of course. You sent me a text when I was in Italy, and I read it, and I tried to reply, but it bounced back, and I was like, oh my god. You were like, I'm low-key binge-watching your channel. And I was like, I would say that. I was like, I look so rude to like just ghost her and not reply, but I was in Italy. If you're from Niki's channel, hi, welcome to the Killer Bee Club. Hit that subscribe button if you want more of this real, raw, vulnerability, honest content, because that's what we're all about here.
Yes, realness.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.